What's up, tubers? That's my new word. I call everybody like me that watches YouTube 24/7 tubers. I'm making a shirt. I'm a tuber. Oh well, let's talk about the whitetail shift and what are my thoughts on the whitetail shift. So, for the last 3 years, me and my buddy Matt, we've been feeding our deer all year long, pretty much all summer, all winter, past the hunt, everything. We keep feeding them. Now, for the last 3 years, we have literally had only 3 bucks that we've had on camera. 3 on 3,000 acres that have left our property, or really left their area. Now, I don't know if them deer left or if they got killed by the neighbors, but 3 bucks. I'll tell you this, them 3 bucks have not been back. They died, found a new home, or whatever the case. They have not been back. But as far as the rest of our deer, they have all been in our area all summer, all fall, through the rut, and in the winter. They don't leave. I think that deer only want a few things. They want security and cover, they want food, and they want girlfriends. Alright? That's it. They don't want or need anything else. As long as they feel safe, they have plenty of food, and they have girlfriends, they're not leaving. Why would they leave? If you're sitting on your couch and you want a beer and you go to the kitchen and there's no beer in the fridge, are you going to drive all the way across town as far as you can to get a beer when there's literally a beer right at the corner in the first gas station? I'm not. I'm going to go to the closest one so I can get back on my couch. I'm going to do what I need to do and get back to resting. That's all a deer wants to do, especially when they're trying to conserve energy. They want to get fat for the rut. They want to take care of all the honeys around, and then they want to get fat for the winter.
Continue on to US 167 South.
Now, like I said, we have literally watched our deer grow. We've watched them from nubs when they first sprout,
miles,
all the way until they're shedding their horns, they're chasing does. We got them breeding does. We got them on camera 24/7. So we go pull a camera card. We got 3,000-4,000 pictures on it, and it's the same bucks, and the same bucks, and the same bucks. They stay on one half of the farm. They don't move. Now, 3 things that will move them: if you put too much pressure in there, if they run out of food, or if there's no does during the rut, they're going to leave. But as long as you give them a safe place to live, you don't harass them, you give them plenty to eat, and there's plenty of does there to breed, they're not going to leave. Now, they may be different in other parts of the world, but here in Cabot, Arkansas, they don't leave our property. And that's why we feed our deer summer, spring, winter, fall. We feed them all year. We don't want them to have any reason to leave. When they leave the property like the other 3, they die. And then we don't get to kill them. So, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But from what we've studied and done and run our cameras, we haven't noticed any deer leaving. Now, I will say that deer are just like people. You got some deer that don't mind fighting. You got some that ain't going to start no fight, but if you mess with him, he's going to kick your butt. Then you got some that don't want nothing to do with it. So I do believe that a buck will go to an area that he feels like he's not going to not only be pressured by people, but pressured by other big bucks. If he's one of those deer that don't want to be intimidated or harassed or get into any fights, he's probably going to go to an area where there's a lot of smaller bucks, and he's the captain. He don't have to mess with that. And your biggest buck is not always your meanest buck. We've had, everybody's had them. They've seen them on TV. There's hundreds of videos about them. Bully bucks. You can have a small bully buck that's just a complete butthole, and he tries to fight with everything that comes around. And deer that are not into that, they're not going to put up with it. They're going to go to another area. So if you have a bully buck and he's not a big buck, and he's pushing your big bucks out there, you need to target him and get him out of the herd. Unless you want to let him grow and try to kill him later. But that's my thoughts. You guys let me know what you think.